By far the loudest pop at the UFC media workouts, open to the fans, is hometown hero Roland Delorme. Obviously, the fans going nuts for you. What's it going to be like competing on home soil? Because, I mean, you fought for CFS, for Giuseppe Show a few times, but this is going to be crazy, UFC.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts, you know, and I expect, you know, the crowd to be crazy when I come out, and I want that, you know. That's what drives me. That's what got me in the gym every day. You know, I'm sick, tired, hurt, sore. It doesn't matter. I know I'm fighting in Winnipeg, and I want to put on the best performance I can for them, you know. And so, that being said, I hope when I come out, I hear a loud roar, because, you know, I'm going out there to hurt somebody, and I want to put on a show.
Your boys pulled me aside and said, hey, man, how come you don't have Roland on your show more often? I said, well, I do the best I can. I go, he's kicking off the Sportsnet prelims. What more do you want? What do you want me to tell these guys?
You got to do more interviews with me, I guess. That's the only thing you can do, right?
Okay, let's talk about UFC 161 again. You saw the headline. You've seen the headlines. I've been dealing with it nonstop, and it's driving me nuts. UFC 161 sucks. It's like UFC 149, and I'm like, you haven't even given these guys a chance to fight yet. What do you say to these critics?
I tell them the same thing. I tell them with 149. Okay, yeah, some of the main card, the big name guys fell through, but this card is still jam-packed with Canadian fighters with good matchups. We're going to put on great shows. Even the Facebook prelims are good fights. You know, there's not one fight on this card that I wouldn't be excited to see. And really, the best fights are usually from the guys that you don't expect it to. That's always how it is. A lot of times the main card fighter is a little bit lackluster. You know, everybody plays a little bit too safe. The prelim guys, the undercard guys, man, we're going for it because we need it. You know, that's the difference. We need the money, we want the money, and we're hungry for it, and we're willing to go out there and get it.
That's why you're kicking off the very first fight on Sportsnet. Let me ask you this. Give me your scouting report on your opponent. What can you expect from him on Saturday night?
Hey, man, Edwin comes out. He throws big punches. He's a good kickboxer. He's heavy-handed. You know, he's got 6 wins by TKO, 2 by submission. But there's no secret here to where his ground game isn't very good. When he gets down on the ground, he's got a bad habit, and he gives his back a lot. You know, he gets in trouble. You hit him a couple times, he gives his back. Man, you give your back to me, man, that's it. The fight's over. I take him down in the first round. He's not getting back up. You know, I mean, that being said, you know, the fight starts standing up. You know, the fight starts with both of us, you know, striking. So I gotta go out there. I gotta mind my space. You know, it's either I'm all the way in or I'm all the way out. I can't be in that middle ground. I can't be in his punching range. You know, so that's what I plan on doing on Saturday.
For those that don't know, you've been around this game for quite some time, but it's still competing on home soil for the UFC, big lights, MTS Center. Mentally, how do you plan on dealing with the fact that you have to remain focused and all that other stuff means nothing until that referee steps out of the way?
Well, you know, once I get in the ring, it's always the same thing. Once a guy tries to start punching you in the face, man, the world could be falling apart around me. You know what I mean? There'd be bombs going off in the crowd. I won't hear it. I won't see it. There's only one person in my mind at that point, as Edwin Figueroa. You know, when I look across the cage, man, it's go time. You know, it's go big or go home time. You know, and I'm expecting, and I'm expecting myself to come out and put on a good show. I'm well trained. My cardio's good. You know, my weight's good. I have absolutely no issues. I'm not hurt. I'm 100% for the first time in a long time. So I expect myself to perform well.
Been asking everybody, final question, what is the perfect fight on Saturday night? Pat Barry gave me the best answer. He hopes that when Sean Jordan walks across the cage, when Bruce Buffer answers his name, he rolls on his ankle, falls, breaks his tooth, and somehow he gets credited for a TKO. What is your perfect fight on Saturday night? Something tells me it's to get Edwin's back, but what is your perfect fight on Saturday night?
Hey, man, perfect fight. I come out, you know, we have a hard first good round, then I take him down and I choke him out. You know, that's a perfect fight for me. You know, I don't want it to be too fast. I got a lot of friends and family there. You know, I want to put on a good show, and I want to make it worth their money. A lot of guys paid good tickets to see this, and I want to drag it out as long as possible, but still get a W.
And I got to watch my back because your boys are starting to hover around me. If I don't get you on the show more often, I got to watch my back, literally.
Especially in Winnipeg, yeah. That's something, that's a must.
Roland Delorme taking on Edwin Figueroa. You can catch his fight, the very first one on the Sportsnet prelims this Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. local.